Welcome back to Eyeing Progress, everybody. I'm your host, Mitchell Smedley. It's been a minute, but we are back with yet another fantastic guest. Today is Gracyn Smith, a thriving college student and a CRB1 patient herself, who has turned her experiences into opportunities. She recently launched her own apparel company, Seaside LLC. That's Seaside, spelled SEE side. Love the wordplay on that. With a mission to make a positive impact. We'll talk all about the company, the great work that Gracyn is doing. But first, Gracyn, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, it is an honor, totally on us, and to have such a. I mean, I love this episode because I'm going to be able to follow this conversation much better than when we have people talking about experiments and genomes and stuff. This is way more suitable to my dialect here.
Absolutely.
So why don't you start off just telling us a little bit about yourself, your background, and where you are now?
Yeah, my name is Gracyn Smith. I was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa at age 5. It's a progressive rare retinal disease. For me, it causes my peripheral vision to progress over time. I currently have a 20/70 acuity score. So, yeah, just growing up always came with its challenges, I would say. Definitely was always hard getting around, certain mobility things. I grew up a very active kid. I love dance. I danced for 16 years. I did community theater, was always just super active, stayed busy. So, yeah, it definitely had its challenges with getting around with all of the activities that I was involved in, but ultimately just tried to stick with everything. But yeah, I'm now a junior in college. I'm studying nutrition at the University of Coastal Carolina. So, doing that and yeah, just living life.
That's awesome. Anyone who knows me knows it's my dream to move down to North Carolina. So you are lucky. That's awesome. So that was gonna be you actually led perfectly into my next question, which is how did your diagnosis influence your decision to pursue higher education and any challenges you faced doing so thus far?
Yeah, so actually I had um some former colleague of a family member who is completely blind with retinitis pigmentosa. He came up to me one day and his words of wisdom was never stop getting an education. It was something that was extremely important to him growing up, so that was kind of his wise words to me as I was going through high school. And I realized that he was very, very right. And yeah, I knew that I wanted to further my education. I knew I wanted to go to college. So definitely was something on my radar and something that I'm pursuing currently.
That's awesome. And it looks like you got a lot of irons in the fire, so to speak, going to Coastal Carolina. And now delving into the entrepreneurial business with your company, Seaside LLC. Got to throw that in there. So first off, I got a few questions about the company, but can you just tell us overall what it is, what it does, and how you came up with it?
Yeah, so Seaside is an apparel company, everything from accessories to t-shirts. Um, as a family in the Curing Retinal Blindness Foundation, we're always looking for new ways to fundraise and everything. So this kind of came up while we were brainstorming new ways to raise funds for cures. And I am very passionate about the beach. I love the beach and um, I love like shopping at surf shops and everything. So when I was looking into creating apparel, that was kind of where my inspiration came from. The first order of business was creating the logo, and I knew I wanted to include both aspects in creating that. So thus the logo was born and the name came right along with it. And yeah, we just had our first launch. So our summer collection is now available. And yeah, we're just rolling with it.
That's awesome. Could you describe the logo for any of our viewers that may be also visually impaired?
Yeah, so it is an eye, and then the pupil in the middle is a wave, and then the eye also symbols a sun with rays coming out of the top of it.
That's awesome. That's so cool. And you donate 50%, correct me if I'm wrong, of Seaside LLC's profits to the Curing Retinal Blindness Foundation. Um,
Absolutely.
that's fantastic, first of all. What impact do you hope to achieve with this kind of contribution?
Yeah, so I would like to reach a broader audience with this apparel company. I'd like to get more representation for other rare retinal diseases that are causing blindness and just support those causes, support the scientific research that goes into finding a cure. And yeah, I know for rare retinal disease and rare diseases in general, it's very easy to feel alone, very easy to feel that lack of representation in the community. So, with creating this apparel company, I just wanted to make those people feel heard and feel supported.
That's so cool. So as a patient yourself, are you looking for this research to develop into a cure or something else? Is it are you perfectly happy? There's, I have a brother who's blind as well, and there's so many different viewpoints. Some people, if this stuff developed, wouldn't want it, wouldn't take it. Some people they would have to reevaluate. What's your kind of philosophy on that sort of thing as a patient yourself?
Yeah, I know being visually impaired and going through life with a disability, it teaches you a whole new way of life. It teaches you to adapt in so many ways and the strength and independence that comes along with that. I wouldn't trade that for the world. That being said, if there was an opportunity for a cure, I definitely would take it.
That's awesome. That's great. And obviously it seems like the Curing Retinal Blindness Foundation is aiming toward that same goal. Just a thought that I would venture. So, yeah, can you tell us, you said, in your previous answer that, having a disability throughout life, it teaches you a whole way of living and doing things. Has that transferred over to the that is one of the hardest words to say ever, by the way. Entrepreneurial realm as well. Have you kind of had to do things differently? What are the challenges, the benefits that you found to this point?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely new to this entrepreneurial world, so
It's a
it's
hard
definitely,
word. It really
it
is.
is, it really is. It's definitely something new to navigate. And yeah, I'm just uh, bearing the challenges that come with starting a business and dealing with all different manufacturers and ways of designing and working with others and just all of the fun stuff that comes with it. But yeah, I definitely think it has already taught me so much.
That's awesome. Um, So I guess the next thing is how has what have you kind of learned throughout your involvement with the Curing Retinal Blindness Foundation? I know you've done a lot of work with them from the donations to, this is the first time you and I are talking without someone in the background going 200, 200 now three, now 300, now four. So
That's so
for those that are
funny.
unaware, that is, Grayson's family out in central Pennsylvania. They've hosted fundraisers for how many years? It's been a while, right?
It's been 10 for
10
the.
years. Congratulations, a whole decade.
Thank you.
And I've been up there a couple times, and one of the best parts of the entire event is it your grandfather? Is it a family
Yes,
member?
my
Yep.
grandfather. Yep.
The grandfather does an auction for a bunch of different items. Everything from the normal auction items to they've actually sold pieces of Grayson's artwork. and even his own shoes and shirt that they ripped off of him and forced him to sell. It's been a great time. I really enjoyed those nights. So, yeah. So all throughout those 10 plus years, what has it been like? What have you kind of learned? What has, what's been new?
Yeah, it has been amazing. I'm so thankful that my parents are so supportive and are involved in such an amazing foundation. It's something that we try to stay up to date with. We try to stay as included as we can. And I'm very grateful that I've been brought along for this whole process of fundraising and everything we've done with the foundation. It has been amazing just to learn the realm of scientific research and what we are doing, how we're providing these funds and the support to everyone with um, rare retinal disease. It means a lot, and I know getting to know Kristen and seeing what she's done for the foundation as well has been awesome over the years. So it's great.
It is great. Kristen she's crazy. It's the best way I can put it. Getting to know her a lot better over these last 21 years. It's a wild ride, but definitely that is on the that is in the positive column, all the work with CRBF. So, um, the really inspiring thing though about you is you do have this disability and you are still so young. You're in college and you're still pursuing your own business. You're making your own business. That's incredible. So, what advice would you give to other young individuals with retinal diseases who aspire to start their own businesses or pursue their dreams, whatever they may be? Because that is what we're all about, whether it be the kids themselves or talking to the parents on this show. Because the science is progressing, but there is time between now and then where we're not just going to sit here, right? We gotta do our own things and knock down our own walls. So what advice would you give to those people out there?
Absolutely. I would just say to go for whatever it is that you're wanting to start. Believe me, I understand the hesitation. It's always there when wanting to start something big, wanting to start something scary, whether it's starting your own business or going out for a team, whatever it is. It can take a lot of courage to start, but it's just taking that first step and realizing the good that you're doing for yourself by starting that and by pursuing that. So, yeah, I'd say as hard as it is to be in your own head and to let it stop you, I'd just say to go for it and just
Yeah.
don't let it.
And it's not going to be easy, right? It's not going to be a walk in the park,
No,
even for people with full vision, right? It's hard, and it's arguably harder, but it's not impossible, right?
right.
So that's awesome. Notably, how can our viewers support your efforts, Seaside LLC, and the mission of the Curing Retinal Blindness Foundation as a whole?
Yeah, so we're on Facebook and Instagram at Seaside Company, and you can go follow us on that. Our website is linked in those socials. So, like I said, our summer collection is up now. Go check it out. I'd love for you to see it and let us know what you think. But yeah, that's where you can find us.
Awesome. And then final question. We've gone through your past, where you're at now. What is next for Grayson Smith? I mean, you've already done a lot. 16 years of dance, Coastal Carolina, a company of your own, all these fundraising endeavors. Like what's next?
Yeah, so I'm going into my junior year, so I'm very excited for that. But I'm also very excited to grow this company. Like I said, this is our only our first launch, so I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited to put my creativity to the test and create some new designs and some new collections for everyone to see. So yeah, just very excited for that.
That's awesome. Any specific upcoming events for Seaside? Anything launching soon or just launched?
Um, I'm working on fall stuff. That is
Okay,
all
we got
I
fall
can
coming
say.
in. That's awesome. I like it. It's all seasonal, you know. That's what I'm learning being in college, right? Because I
Yeah.
just wear the same like 5 outfits, but people are telling me it's all about being seasonal. I don't know
Oh
what that
yeah.
means.
Oh yeah.
I'm a simple man, so but maybe, hey, maybe hitting up the Seaside Facebook and Instagram will help me diversify my wardrobe. A little more
Absolutely.
seasonal. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Gracyn. We can't thank you enough for being not only on the show, but a shining example of the fact that even with these retinal diseases, right? Nothing holds you down. Nothing stops you from being an entrepreneur. It's fantastic, and we wish you the best of luck at Coastal Carolina. We wish you the best with Seaside LLC and whatever may come next. Again, folks, that's Seaside LLC. Seaside is spelled SEESIDE. Facebook, Instagram, and we'll probably post links when we upload this episode. So never fear, we got you covered. Mitchie's always got you. But until next time, I've gone on a bit of a tangent at the end there. Until next time, we will have yet another amazing guest. Gracyn, thank you so much, and we can't wait to see what you do next. Follow us right here for the next episode of Eyeing Progress. See you next time.